Hey guys! Yes, this is what you think this is. It's very good, it's coffee, thank you. Today we're gonna do a little Q&A because I want to. I got some questions from people. Is there something? Okay, because I always leave my card there, and so like every time I do like selfies, there's like my card info, and I don't want that to happen today. So, got me questions. Let's get answering, shall we? Someone asked me, told me, you should totally give me tips on fashion, love your style. Thank you, sister. Love you more. Actually, okay, there's this thing, tea time. I definitely like dressing up. It's just that like in Belgium there's a difference because like here in the USA everybody is so laid back, like dress wise, like they go to school with Crocs, which is big no-no. Like, don't do that. In Belgium, like, it's kind of like a fashion show, like everybody's always like on style and stuff, so I feel like people are like, oh my god, you dress up, but I really just dress like I would dress in Belgium, and here, since everybody's so laid back, it appears like I'm on a Victoria's Secret model show. But thank you. If you could go back in time, what would you change or choose differently? Honestly, I'm pretty happy with my choices. This is gonna be annoying. I'm pretty happy with my life. I have good friends. I have an extremely good family, loving, caring, supporting and stuff. So I don't think I would change anything. If I had to change one thing, probably my haircut right now. Otherwise, I'm pretty happy with how my life turned out. Next question. Someone asked me, can I come to your house in July? Yes. Yes, 100% yes. She's gonna know who she is if she watches this video. Yes, you can. You're always invited. How do I go about conquering the world? First off, be yourself, because it's the first thing that people see. I remember my life in Belgium being so different in terms of like me presenting myself to people differently than here. Like for example, here I would like go straight and I'll be like, hey, this is me. You can conquer the world as soon as you're yourself and you do the things you want. Like for example, like I'm starting to like work really hard on this YouTube channel, and it's like really gratifying, even though like I don't get like thousands of views. I just love it, and it's like if you do something that you like and if you keep working and be yourself, it's like the best way to conquer the world. You're like, ah! Cars. Okay, so I had a psychology class. Am I gonna miss the psychology group? Yes. Next question. Who's the best model? So I know that that person who posted it, I would say you. Worldwide, I would say, like, I don't really know models. Do you miss your best friend? Yes, I do. And I've called you today, and if she watches this video, she's gonna know. Okay, what's
motorcycles now?
What's the most exciting thing you did in El Paso? Because you guys don't know, I'm in an exchange program in El Paso, Texas. So what's the most exciting thing you did in El Paso? I went to the zoo. Honestly, I couldn't even put everything that I did in El Paso in like one sentence because everything has been so exciting. I've been living like a dream come true for the past 4 months now, and it's been just like crazy, and every day is like as exciting. So yeah, I wouldn't say like there was like one thing that's exciting, because literally I've met so many amazing people. I've done a lot of things actually, and it's gonna keep going, so I can't put like a certain moment in my 4 months here, because I still have 6 months to go and everything can happen. Everything has been so exciting because I'm like discovering everything, because everything is so new to me. So honestly, everything has been so exciting so far, and I love it. Someone asked me, when is the New York vlog gonna be out? Never! If you guys don't know, before coming here, I went to New York and I vlogged the entire thing, but then for some reason, like that's why my channel is kind of like starting up again, because like my computer is not dead anymore. Like it would just not work. Like I could only do like YouTube, like watch videos, and that's the only thing I could work on my computer. But now that it's working again, that's why I'm editing so much. And guess what? The vlog in New York is happening, and it's gonna come out soon.
Like my rage for those cars.
What is your best memory in the US yet? That's the thing, that like it's kind of like the same with when someone asked me what's the most exciting part. Like this experience is so crazy, and I'm so thankful for my parents because they made it possible for me. If you want to be an exchange student one day, freaking go. Like, don't hesitate. And even though I know like people are gonna be like, yeah, but
But it costs money.
I am not rich. It's mind-blowing to see like how different lives and cultures can be and like societies. The best memory in the US, there's so many. Like for example, like meeting my host family was a huge memory because they're just the best. Going to homecoming, which is like the most American thing. Celebrating Thanksgiving. It's like all those new things that I've never experienced before, and it's like all new. I have so many memories that I'm gonna like keep and take back with me to Belgium. I'm freezing. Another question is a long one. What were your original thoughts or pre-convinced notions you had about the Americans before you came to the US? Were these ideas right or wrong now that you've lived here for a few months? I remember when I learned that I was coming to El Paso, Texas, I was sister scared. You would always hear that in Texas, people are really like, they have their ideas and they like keep it and stuff, and they're like not the most open-minded people. That's what I've heard. That's not what I'm saying. It's like what I've heard before, and like in Europe, like that's what we think when we think about Texas. Like my grandpa still think I'm riding a horse right now in the desert with my cowboy hat, which I'm not. So I was very scared of like what people would say, because people here are like, oh my god, you're so different, like you're so European. I'm like, thanks. In El Paso, people are so friendly and so generous, and so like us exchange students, we have to like sell ourselves to have friends and stuff, and I was ready for that. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna like talk to everybody and stuff. It's actually like the opposite. Like people came up to me and they were like really interested like what I'm doing here and stuff, and they were like very curious, and they're just so nice. And that's what I was like, I loved that, because I was like, damn, people are so nice, and it's actually really not what we think. So yeah. Where do I get my clothes? Thrift stores. Everything in my wardrobe is like thrifted, except for like 3 things. Like this hat was not thrifted. Those shoes were thrifted. Those pants were thrifted. That is not thrifted, but I wish. I could literally live in a thrift store. Like they're just the most interesting places ever. To think that like clothes like that have like a history, and like they've been places that I just love it. And so like I collect them. And I also like dressing like vintage and stuff, so that's why I'm like, thrift stores are just like heaven for me. Someone asked me, can I be your baby's godmother? Yes, you can. Hello, excuse me, yes. What's your favorite part about America? Everything is huge here. I remember the first day I arrived here, we went to Dunkin' Donuts and we were gonna order coffee, and then my host mom was like, what size do you want? I was like, oh, just get me a large. For me, a large is like that. Sis, your large is so big. And I was like, ugh. And I remember like the first time I like tried to drink it all, it was so big I almost like threw up, and now I'm just like so used to it, and so I'm just like my favorite part about America is like they're very laid back. I mean, where I live, because I know like in some places it's like, and the food, oh my god, there's fast foods everywhere, but I love them. What's the best thing about your exchange? Oh my god, meeting people, discovering new places, experiencing new stuff. New food. My stomach doesn't do Mexican food at all. Yeah, the best thing about my exchange so far is just everything that I've learned and everything that I've discovered, and I feel like this video is just the same over and over, but it's the truth. Also, sometimes I just like to remind myself, I'm like, I'm in the United States. Huh? Sometimes I just like live my life and then I'm like, wait, I'm an exchange student in America. Like, it's very crazy. What would you change about it? I wouldn't change anything in like the experience that you do. Like, I wouldn't change a thing because it's amazing. The only thing that I would change is like the system, like the host families. Come on. I got my host family a week before I left, because that happens a lot. Like, people get their dates when they're leaving, but they still don't have any host family. So you're like, I was supposed to go like in a gay couple, and they bailed at like the last second. Nobody told me. They didn't even tell me I didn't have a host family anymore. I remember they like called me in like what, March or May, and they were like, yeah, this is gay couple, and I was like, oh my god, okay, cool. And then they never like talked to me anymore about it, and I was like, hey, like I would call them stuff, I'd be like, what's up with that? They would be like, don't worry about it, it's gonna be okay. Like, yeah, it's still like in process and stuff, we can't say anything. I'm like, why can't you say anything? Like, why can't you say anything? So yeah, that kind of like annoyed me a lot. What have you learned from it, and how has it changed you? Being here, being an exchange student here, really helps me open myself even more, because now I am like the most confident person I've ever been in my life. Like, I literally couldn't care anymore. I feel good with who I am, with what I am, and I've never been more confident in my entire life. So that's definitely changed me. Do you know what you're doing next year? So when I'm done with this, I'm definitely going back to Belgium, doing my little studies. I'm gonna keep up with YouTube because it's just like, I love it so much. So even though I have like 3 subscribers, I'm still gonna do it because I love it. But what am I gonna do next year? The goal would be like going into either like a fashion school, a music school, a theater school, or like a film school. I don't know, because I want to do everything. So that's hard. This concludes our little Q&A session. Thank you so much for the people who asked me questions. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, give it a big thumbs up because it helps a lot. Comment down below any other questions you have for me, if you have any other questions, and share this video because it helps as well. Subscribe. Yeah, you know what to do. Just do your job as a good viewer. I love you guys. Thank you for watching and thank you for supporting me. And bye. Oh my god, please just let me finish my video. I'm just a poor guy.